Is your wife up your ass about building a raised garden bed so she can plant her flowers, vegetables, and other plants, only for her to inevitably neglect them, making it your responsibility to weed and maintain the garden? Then look no further. You're in the right place. Hi, I'm Zach with Heyday Development, and you're about to watch the greatest video on the internet. I'm going to show you how to build a nice, easy, simple raised garden bed that you can plant your flowers, vegetables, whatever your heart desires, really. So whether you want to learn something or you just want to be entertained, you won't be disappointed. Stick around. First thing you're going to want to do is measure where this bad boy is going to go. I'm thinking about like 15 feet. Okay, that's about 15 right there. And then we're going to cut 8 feet up. That's my plan. Okay, hit that 8-foot line. And what I'm trying to do here is cut a line to mark the perimeter of where I'll be excavating the grass, or sod if you want to get technical. Yes. Sometimes you gotta get down there and rip it out with your hands, but that's just a theory of mine. Came up with a new strategy here, guys. This new strategy is to cut small squares of grass about 1 to 2 feet wide. Oh, that was a nice piece. That strategy allows for bigger chunks to be taken out rather than aimlessly digging until I eventually exhaust myself. But regardless, this was the most grueling, tiresome part of the entire operation, especially because it was hot out at the time and my cardio is not what it used to be. Let's just leave it at that. I like to rub down these grass chunks to get rid of as much dirt as possible, so whenever I'm disposing of this, or just chucking it into a random part of my lawn that I don't really care about, it makes it easier, because the dirt's what kind of weighs it down. Okay, here's the objective for the day. We gotta rake this dirt to be flat, and it's kind of sloping towards the fence naturally, so I'm gonna build it up more on the fence side so it's flattened out a bit. So that's the game plan. And we're done, so that's the job. So we're really just trying to pull all this stuff towards the fence, build it up more on this side, get it as flat as we can get it to a reasonable degree. Got some sod here. Make sure there's no sod, any grass remnants anywhere. See these stones? Good. What I'm gonna do actually is grab my shovel and move some dirt from the top side down to the bottom side. So watch this. See that? Tamping down the dirt isn't entirely necessary, but it was a little fluffy on this end, so I decided to kind of firm it up. Okay guys, now that this is all leveled out and looking fancy, we're going to be marking off where the holes are going to be built for the raised portion of the bed. So I kind of have a plan to do a 2-foot walkway around the entire perimeter. Let's measure this way first. Should be 8 feet-ish. Right, that's 8 feet. And we're going to mark off where 2 feet is and where 6 feet is. So right there, that's 2. And that's 6. It's not exactly the most mathematical way of doing this, but right where the middle finger is, that's where my hole is going to be. Out of context, that sounds pretty bad, but in this context, it makes all the sense in the world. And then we just grab our post hole digger, set it right here. Let's get the glove out of the way, and then just kind of start digging. we'll dig more, but let's just get this next one right there. We're just gonna go about a foot down. And we're not gonna set these posts with concrete. Probably just fill it with gravel. Doesn't need to be structurally, you know, structurally structurous. So it doesn't need to be structurous. Whenever the soil's really dry, sometimes you need to just sprinkle some water in there so it clumps together a bit better, because if you don't, then it kind of seeps through the hole in the bottom here. So, little pro tip, take it or leave it, but you're gonna want to take this one. Hi. So we got these posts in to the ground. I made them nice and level, at least to the eye, but this is how I check usually. So I'll just put this 2x4 on top so you can just rest your level on here. It's not going to be exactly accurate, but this reading I'm getting is pretty flat, and it's good. It's good enough. I'll do the same thing with those other posts and then make sure the reveal is similar on the other side. It's about a foot. Oh God. All right, so here we go. Okay, well, let's dump it. Oops. Good job, Zach. Nicely done. And this is just quickcrete gravel, all-purpose gravel. I'm just gonna eyeball the post in terms of its verticality. Looks good to me. Let's go to the next one. Pro tip, get a 2x4 down here. If you're not wearing knee pads or anything like that, this saves your knees. So I'm all about saving knees. Beautiful. So we'll just do the same thing with the other two posts, and that'll be that. Okay. Let's roll this out. My method is always just grab it and pull. And just like that, you got a spicy pizza pie. A little bit of overlap is perfect. Just kind of freeform jazzing that one. You don't have to be perfect with it. I mean, come on, what are you, a perfectionist? So if you have astute observation skills, you'll be seeing here that I'm using the vertical panels from the privacy fence that we have, some of the leftover panels, and I'm using them to kind of build the raised portion of the bed. So we're kind of splicing these two pieces together so it can reach that full 12-foot length, which I think it kind of makes it look cool in a way. It's a little unique looking. I don't mind it really. Let me know in the chat if you think if that's cool or not. You know, I really want to know. It really bothers me if you guys don't talk to me. Next, I'll lay some gravel down for the walkway around the perimeter, which, by the way, I designed in order to reach every bit of the garden, so there's no unreachable portions. The gravel is the same gravel I used to set those little posts in the ground. It's the Quikrete all-purpose gravel, which looks nice, is cheap, and it gets the job done. Time for the soil. I bought the reasonably priced bag soil, which ended up needing to be 16 of them, which is pretty egregious. It probably would have been more cost-effective to have a truck kind of drop off some soil for me and then just shovel it in. But, you know, you live and you learn. This time I'm learning, you know, and I'm also living. So, there you go. And I got the specific soil that is good for vegetables. So we're going to be planting mainly vegetables in this garden. So they'll be nice and nutritiously supplied of nutrients. So you can already see Miranda impatiently planted some flowers before I was finished with this, but that's okay. We'll kind of work around that action. What you're going to want to do with this fence here, this is just kind of like a, I don't know how tall this is, 3 feet, 43 inches. They come with these little stakes. So these stakes go in the ground, you hammer them in, and then it kind of slides on top. Get this out of my damn way. You can put a piece of wood on top so it evenly distributes the pain. So this is the stake. So this triangle arrow thing is driven all the way into the ground. So this part's kind of sitting flat with the level of the ground. At least that's what I think you're supposed to do. So you just slip her in there. Okay, just like such. We'll have to just eyeball where this goes. Maybe I'll go like this. Make like a little hole, pull it out, find that hole. Yeah, dude, genius. He's a genius. Boom. And that's how it's done, you stupid idiots. And then you just have to guide it in there. And then simultaneously do what I just did here. So that's fun. Well, there you have it. All right. Really easy, you know, it's just such an easy job. Trying to line up these two little slots. It's harder than it looks. Got it. Make sure you jam it down there. Jammy. Get your jammies on, you know. Zach, why are you wearing a sweatshirt when it's 70 degrees outside? It's just because I like to, you know, be different. I don't like to follow the herd, you know. Whenever people are wearing shorts and t-shirts, I'm always wearing my winter coats, okay? Oh yeah, God, dude. I was just about to say I have precision like none other. I just whack my finger. There she blows. This is what we're dealing with. You can buy this at Home Depot or whatever you want, but Vigoro, Rockdale, fence panel. It's pretty expensive. They come in packs of 3. But I think they're pretty sick. So you can either buy them like this, or you can have a professional installed something that looks nicer, or you can just kind of do something yourself. But I think this looks pretty good. All right, so as you can see, we got the dirt all in there, the soil, whatever you want to call it. Last step here, got to install the gate. Now I couldn't find this. They ran out of this stuff. It's still the same brand, but it's just slightly different. But it's going to act as the gate. It comes with this stake. We're just going to drive this suck right into the ground, and then I might just have to do like some kind of fancy mesh to kind of connect the two. And then if you want to open it, you kind of go like that. You lift up, swing it out, drop it down. That's that. There you go. All right, that's it, folks. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. This is the final product right here. We already have some plants in here that we're going to be growing for forevermore till the end of eternity. It's going to be here forever. No one's ever going to rip this out whenever I eventually die and pass away and turn into dust. So it'll be here long after I'm dead. That's what I'm trying to say here. So if you like this content, you can just hit that like button. You can subscribe. You can. It's an option. It's free. It's cool. It's awesome. But no pressure. Okay, no pressure on that option for you. Have a nice day. But also, how do I get out of here? Because I kind of locked myself in. I'm going to be stuck here forever gardening till the end of my days. But that's kind of how it is sometimes. You know, sometimes you're stuck gardening forever. Sometimes you just live your life. Those are some options out there, that some of the possibilities that could happen. But overall, I think this was a great time well spent. I hope it was time well spent for you. The countless hours it was for me to build this, I hope it equates to the 10 minutes that it took you to watch this. So, okay, that's all I ask, is you use 10 minutes out of your day. But hey, sometimes that's too much for people. So, is your wife up your ass?